The irony of the communism label is that it's just another flavour of trading or the market, as the only way for an entity to have the ability to rule or have power is by having a society that generally believes in ownership or property of any kind. In short, the reason the left and the right in the extremes are the same is because both are pro-trading. So they both lead to large monopoly entities seeking power, control, defense of ignorance, and dominance through a survival of the fittest mentality instead of survival by understanding, flexibility, and technical efficiency as previously discussed. This is whether we're talking about governments, or corporations, or an aimless hate-filled mob. If we could, for a moment, move on to the subject of fiscal policy. Fiscal policy. How can you have money if none of you actually produces anything? It doesn't grow on trees, you know. But since we decided a few weeks ago to adopt the leaf as legal tender, we have all, of course, become immensely rich. But we have run into a small inflation problem, owing to the high level of leaf availability, which means that I gather the current going rate is something like 3 major deciduous forests by 1 ship's peanut. So in order to obviate this problem, and effectively revalue the leaf, we've decided on an extensive campaign of defoliation and burn down all the forests. I think that's a sensible move, don't you? Fiscally shrewd. Fiscally shrewd.
The reason we can't think is because we're brought up in a fixed culture with fixed values. When you're very young, they start pumping crap in your head. Who loves you more than anybody in the world? And the baby says, I don't know, your mommy and daddy. What's the greatest country in the world? I don't know, the good old USA. Of course the good old USA. And you brought up in Saudi Arabia, you brought up in Dubai, you brought up in Germany, the same pitch.
From a biblical perspective, I understand why the majority would not agree with the truth. Man is a sinner. Man is in rebellion against his creator.
All these scientists are sinners?
Well?
Oh my God, them babies are demon babies unless they're taught about Jesus and Christ.
Well, scientifically, traditions are an idiot thing.
All theistic belief systems are a fraud of the current times. Curiosity is a natural human attribute that religious people exploit through continuously making the ideas vague and mysterious. Yet the scam, of course, is that the vague and mysterious is never defined, and that curiosity is ended once a religion has the backwards and hateful ideas installed into a person's head. In other words, religious people act and treat everyone like children.
Well, I'm gonna go in the rapture and I'm gonna come back on a white horse.
With threats that would only work against the fragile mind of a child or those who are mentally weak and vulnerable.
Believe in God, believe in God, believe in God, believe in God, or you will be in hell.
Theistic belief systems serve to detach the species from the natural world, and likewise each other. They support blind submission to authority. They reduce human responsibility to the effect that God controls everything, and in turn awful crimes can be justified in the name of a divine pursuit. And most importantly, it empowers those who know the truth but use the myth to manipulate and control societies. The religious myth is the most powerful device ever created, and serves as the psychological soil upon which other myths and scams can flourish.
You try to rape me, okay? He's gonna rape me.
For me, it is far better to grasp the universe as it really is than to persist in delusion, however satisfying and reassuring. When you understand why you dismiss all other gods, you will understand why I dismiss yours.